What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Just Seal Games and we are back with another deck profile, but today we are doing the one, the only, the ultimate Vegeta baby. So obviously it's a big day. This is a deck profile that I have been working on for a little bit. Did a few test games with it. I really like how it plays. There is a chance for me to upload a test game with it in the video as well, so do look at the end of the video for that. I'm going to talk you through the deck and how it works. I'm going to talk you through the 3 main points of every deck that I feel like, you kind of, when you're building, you should think about. And I'm going to put it into perspective and talk about how each part works, what you do in certain situations, and what you're kind of aiming for. So obviously we have my boy Vegeta baby. When he swings at a leader, he draws a card. Great card. You know, most leaders, it didn't, when it came out originally, it did not, a lot of leaders had that ability, but he does, so that's cool. And obviously choose up to 1 card in your life, take it, and remove up to 1 monster on the 1 battle card on the field and minus 5k from it. So it's great at killing off little 1-drops quite quickly, keeping the board empty from your opponent. Then you have his front side. When he swings, he draws, and you can choose 1 of your own battle cards, minus it by 15k, and then minus up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, 10k each. Really powerful with a lot of the things that you can kind of bring to the deck, and a lot of the things you can do with the deck has a lot of synergy with a lot of cards. Let's move on and talk about the baby cards. We have our deck core. The deck core is simple. It's 4, 4, 4, 3, and 2. The reasons for these ratios are simple. You want 4 of the 1-drop baby. You want to see at least 1 of them turn 1. You want 4 of the multicolored baby, the Super Parasite 1. You want 4 of the Super Parasite baby 2, Parasitic Menace, and 3, maybe 4 of the Apocal Grudge. Now, let me go over what these cards do. So the 1-drop baby will absorb a Vegeta GT or a baby card and go into either of the 2 4-drops. If you manage to get the one of the 2 4-drop Super Saiyan Strength babies, you get an extra draw. You minus something on the field by 20k. You also then get to, you've got double strike if you want it. It's 20k double strike. If you go into the multicolor, it's got barrier, so it protects you from some of the things that are very prevalent in this set. You have that. What you're wanting in your first turn, though, is you probably want to charge the multicolor. If you can charge a multicolor on the first turn, one of these or one of the other multicolors that you'll see later on, then you're in good position for late game or mid range. Sorry. Once you've gone into a 4-drop, you want your 5-drop. You go straight on top. Minus is another 5k, and you get to draw another card. And then you tap 1 for the big boy, the Apocal Grudge 8. Great 8, baby. 30k triple strike. Great card. Old but powerful, still relevant in pretty much every set that's been out. I have managed to make this deck work, and I truly think that set 10 is again another set where baby can actually reign pretty well. So some of the combos: 1 1 back, bang bang, and you go into the 4-drop, or you arrival the 4-drop on turn 2. Then go straight up the chain that way. It costs relatively similar. It's all quite energy efficient, this. You can do it early on, you can do it late. If you can get it out early and your opponent hasn't got a unison to kind of stop your movements, then get it out early. Don't be afraid to, if you can see there is no way your opponent can counter it, then get it out early. If there is, then just wait, be patient, kind of go with the flow of the deck and use your protection to keep you alive. The deck itself has great draw ability. It has great protection. It has a lot of stuff that can truly make it, powerful and actually work in this format. So moving on, we go to deck protection. So we have the new Sin Shenron, Unison of Calamity, Beerus Ball, Wolfang Fist, your super combo. Super combos is up to you. Like, I'm probably going to use Bulma, in all honesty. Sideline Assist Bulma, I think it's called, because I've got pretty ones. Or support attack Trunks, or you can even use the red yellow super combo. Either is fine. And then you have Toppo. So here's your deck protection. Here's what's going to keep you alive early game when your opponent's going for a lot. So you've got Toppo. It's self-explanatory. You want Toppo on turn 2 if you can, stop your opponent going all in. You can use Wolfang Fist. You can pay 1 energy for it. you know, you're absolutely fine to do that. It doesn't matter. Do that and keep yourself alive if you have to. Shin Senron, you want to play that turn 3 and try and awaken on the same turn. You could do quite a lot if you can do that, because you'll have Beerus Ball active if you have a multicolor in your energy, and you'll have Wolfang Fist active as well because you'll have a Unison on board. The Unison itself allows you to minus up to 2 cards by 15k. That's absolutely crazy, man. Like, you get that's 10k from your leader and another 15k, 25k you are adding on to the minusing of your your opponent's cards. You will be able to take down most cards that don't have barrier pretty quickly. Secret rares, everything like that, they're not going to really stay on for very long. You've also got the -2 effect, where you look at your opponent's hand, giving you great game knowledge, and you're able to rip a card from 25k or less and ripping it straight from their hand. Like, that is crazy. You can use your Topo to discard certain cards, and we'll talk about that later. But do make sure these synergize very well. Like, make sure you're playing them on the correct turns. I know that there's content creators like Sandy who's made a Saiyan Vegeta baby deck, an aggro Vegeta baby deck. I've gone for mid-range. I have an aggro version that's similar to his and Max's, the original creator of that deck, but I chose to go with this because I want to give you options. I want you to see the baby is very versatile. The most important card in this deck by far is Beerus Ball. Beerus Ball will be the most important card in this set, I think, for red. The fact that you can stop big cards like Charismatic Frieza coming onto the board and stopping you being able to, you know, being wiped and removed from the play. Cards, you know, like the hit that bounces cards back from your hand, all of them will just straight away not be able to be played. Get yourself to 4 life very quickly. You take your own life, and you're ready to play it. You've got a multicolor. You can take your own energy, take your own life, or simply pay energy for it, because your deck is going to be quite energy efficient from turn 4. If you've played this right, you won't need your energy that much from turn 3 onwards. Once you've got Sin down, you won't really need your energy. So bear that in mind. It is a powerful, powerful set, powerful deck. You've just got to use it at the right time. Make sure you're sequencing correctly, and you will find this deck will absolutely work wonders for you. Moving on, let's go to deck techs now. So the techs that are going to really help you change the game, something that's new for this deck, and will help you in certain situations. So pretty simple ones. We've got 4 intensifying power trunks. Now, that's obvious. It's a crit. Take 1 life, give you an extra fast way to take your own life, and make sure that you're giving your opponent no advantage, because they don't want to take that damage. So you want to be able to play that, take your own life, you know, make them combo cards or make them protect themselves from that crit, or they don't get the card that comes out of their life. Absolutely great card, banging card. It should be in most red decks nowadays. Obviously, you've got Dormant Potential Unleashed, which will pop it, but at the end of the day, this isn't your main card here. At the end of the day, like, a lot of these aggro rush decks are going to struggle against green, which is why I kind of built this, because you're mid-range, you're able to build the board up. Then if they wipe it, you have ways to bounce back from that. Anyway, moving on. The next tech, one of my most exciting cards that I think is great for this set and great for baby, is this Vegeta in the Impregnable. The Impregnable. When this card is played, look at the top 5 cards, choose up to 1 yellow Unison card with specified cost or tool, 2 or 1 yellow Saiyan with an energy cost of 3 or less among them, and shuffle your deck. Now, that's quite impressive, and it opens up a lot of things that I haven't put in the deck, but you could if you wanted to. You could be really cheeky with this deck. So I'll talk about that in a sec, but we'll move on. This Vegeta is a Vegeta GT. It's a 1-drop, so it means you could play Vegeta GT, the 1-drop baby, Unison Absorb, and then go into your 4-drops. That gives you another target, and it gives you a target that does something. It gives you a top 5 search for a yellow Saiyan 3 or less. Now, you don't play many, but you've got Vegeta the Impregnable. He's a yellow Saiyan 3 or less. You've also got Super Baby 2, Malignant Force. Super Baby 2 Malignant Force is a card that's not seeing much play. I get it, it's hard to use, but we're going to use it in this deck for 2 reasons. We can use it as our first turn charge, and we can also use it to drop with Topo. So when you play Topo, you drop this card, it's in your drop ready for when you've got energy up later turns. It gives you a 5k boost on your leader if you use the effect of Activate Battle, because its Activate Battle card minuses an attacking card. Choose one, this card, send it to the warp. Choose one of your opponent's leader cards or battle card and it gets minus 15k for the duration of battle. Then choose one of your leader cards and it gets plus 5k for the duration of the turn. You gain 5k for the turn, so you Senzu Bean, and you potentially pop one of their cards. Quite easily pop one of their cards as well for 2 energy. I think it's a very powerful card, and the fact that it's able to be searched, so you don't actually need to worry about it. You can drop it from your topo, you can drop it from other things, you know. I think this is a very useful card. And you're not losing any hand advantage from playing Vegeta the Impregnable. You just replace itself with either another Vegeta or with the Malignant Force, meaning you can go straight up the chain. And if you manage to go into the 4-drop that draws a card, you still don't lose another card. Very powerful combo, and I think it's slept on. So do make sure you check that out. And it will protect you. It will protect you. So as I said, deck text. Then we're moving on to Bardock the Resolute. If you manage to take a life from your opponent with a skill, so for example, if you hit them with triple, double strike, or the crit, and they lose a life, you can play this card for free. It's a little tech. It comes up occasionally, and it's a really nice card. Do check it out. Do use it. It will help you kind of push for that end game and just put more bodies on the board, you know, more pressure into your opponent when you're going for them final swings. So it's really cool, man. It's a really good card. Next tech is Vegeta Baby the Vengeful Blow. Absolutely incredible card. Still probably the best card that came out of Baby. When they try and remove your big drop 6/8 Baby, which can be removed pretty easily because it doesn't have barrier, you know, it's not easy to keep that card on the board. But when they do get remove it, you simply drop this boy down, boom, boom, 8 drop, can't be freezed, drop the 8 drop, and then go straight back up the chain in your turn. That is absolutely crazy. Yes, this card could be denied and things like that, but the fact that they have to use more resources to get rid of it is incredible. There's arguments to say put this at 2 and put Pockle Great Ape at 4, but I like this at 3 so that it's still a 5k combo. It's still a useful card, and you're going to see it. So I really like that card. Now let's talk about Vegeta the Impregnable and why this card's really useful. There is a yellow unison, I believe it's Gogeta, that doesn't actually say you need a yellow leader. It says if all your mono yellow energy is in rest, your yellow leader gains 5k for the turn. But the rest of it doesn't need a yellow leader to do it. So you could potentially play a mixed red-yellow build of this, using Vegeta the Impregnable, get your unison, which is Gogeta, use that, you get another Vegeta GT, the counterplay, which you can play for free in a counterplay window, play that out, and then you can play the baby 1-drop. So again, another way of going up the baby chain. There is so many variations of this deck that I feel could see play, and I think it's very powerful. I think the idea behind this deck is again mainly I've gone it with it running the baby chain, and I think that is going to help with a lot of the things that people are doing with this deck. So do check it out. Do let me know what you think. The core, as I said, you've had the core, you've had the protection, you've had the deck text. All of these are very important. Play with them in very different ways. Make sure you're saving your Beerus balls for the most important things, and that is usually the counterplays. You want them reactive. You don't mind unless you're going to die if your opponent plays a 15k, then use Beerus ball. But otherwise, don't. Try and keep Beerus ball for when you're going for, I'm going to play my big 8-drop or 5-drop or something, and they go, cool, here's Frieza to stop that, and you go, cool, Beerus ball stops that. They lose their card in their hand, you get your card out. Beerus Ball is so integral in this deck, and I think this deck can work real wonders. Let me know what you guys think. I've been really excited to do a Vegeta Baby deck list for you guys. I know you've wanted to see it, so hit me up, let me know. And remember guys, Dragon Ball is about friendship. We all started this game to have fun. Like, there's been a lot of things that have been happening over the last few days, made myself sad and made other people sad, but remember, we are a community. There's been a lot about people disregarding the community and really taking advantage of it. Just remember, you guys are here to have fun. If you ever need anything, my links are on the description on the video. Check it out. hit me up. I'll mostly always answer, and I'm always looking forward to talk to players, and I'm always looking forward to play players. So guys, if you're enjoying this deck list, please let me know. And as per usual, stay smooth. Peace.